HYPOMAN here with another of my movie reviews. I've just recently watched Doctor Strange 2, the Multiverse of Madness. I am an MCU fan, but to be honest, I quite liked, in terms of multiverse movies, I'm also a fan of Sam Raimi and the actors in the movie. But in terms of multiverse movies, for me this year, Everything Everywhere All at Once was just another level. But today I'm not actually reviewing that as much as Chiwetel Ejiofor, who was in both Doctor Strange movies. I recently watched this movie, Infinite, where he's in it with Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Well, there's no Funky Bunch, but it wasn't that funky. I do love sci-fi, I do love action, and it was both of those, but it was just there. It didn't really, nothing blew me away as such. It was watchable, but it was one of those movies where I was like, I've watched it. It was entertaining, but I don't need to see it again. So it's not something I'm going to collect. It wasn't collectible for me personally. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. However, a movie I adored of Chiwetel from well, I don't know when it came out exactly, maybe 2008, 2010 or something. I don't have the Google in front of me. I'm not giving the exact details. A movie called Redbelt. This is a martial arts movie. I loved it when I first hired it from the old DVD store years ago. It's basically, he plays a jiu-jitsu instructor. Probably got the least action for a martial arts movie I've ever seen, but it's probably the most well-written movie in terms of a martial arts movie I've ever seen. So I was like, as I do kung fu myself, I like kung fu and martial arts movies. I'd been trying to find a copy to collect for quite some time. The DVD, what I love about DVDs over streaming sometimes is you get the extra features. The feature on Redbelt that really got me is the commentary. There's a commentary track by UFC legend Randy the Natural Couture, who of course was in the Expendables movies. I still remember can't remember the interview, but Stallone and a few of the other actors from the first movie after that came out were asked who was the toughest of the crew of the Expendables. I think Dolph said Stallone. I was like, yeah. Stallone was smart, and he basically said, you put them all in a room, give them 10 minutes, Randy Couture would be sitting on a stack of bodies eating a chocolate ice cream sundae or something like that. So yeah, highly recommend Redbelt. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was decent. I wouldn't put it in my top 10 Marvel movies. I'm a big MCU fan. I'd probably put it in the middle of the road. I'd give it a 7.5, 7.5 to 8. There are ones I'd rank higher, like Thor Ragnarok, Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain America Civil War, Winter Soldier, sorry, and some others. There'd be at least 5 to 10 above that one. Infinite was watchable, but nothing stood out. There was no action that just blew me away. The plot was like, it just felt like Eternals, but more without the superpowers. It was just like, yeah, it was just there. No worries. I will be back with more reviews another time.